You probably think you're in control of your life, that the decisions you make, from what to eat, wear, watch, or believe, are your own. But let me ask you something. When was the last time you made a choice that wasn't influenced by an ad, an algorithm, a trend, or social pressure? Today, we're uncovering something disturbing. That most of your choices aren't really yours. Welcome to the illusion of choice in modern life. We live in an age of abundance. Supermarkets offer over 100 types of cereal. Streaming platforms have thousands of titles. Dating apps let you swipe through hundreds of people in minutes. On the surface, it looks like freedom. But in reality, it's a trap. Psychologist Barry Schwartz coined the term the paradox of choice. He discovered that when people are presented with too many options, they take longer to decide, feel less satisfied with what they choose, are more likely to regret their decision afterward. Imagine choosing an ice cream flavor from 4 options versus 40. With 4, you enjoy your cone. With 40, you wonder if number 27 would have been better. This is not liberation. It's cognitive overload. And it happens every single day, not just with ice cream. We like to believe we're independent thinkers, but in reality, many of our decisions are shaped before we even make them. Let's start with algorithms. On platforms like YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, you don't choose what to see. The algorithm chooses for you. It studies your behavior, predicts what you'll like, and narrows your options accordingly. You're not exploring freely. You're walking through a digital hallway with invisible walls, curated just for you. Now consider advertising. From influencer marketing to sponsored content and subtle product placements, everything is designed to nudge you. Even choices that feel spontaneous are often preceded. Ever found yourself craving a burger after seeing one in a video, without even noticing it was an ad? Exactly. Let's talk about consumer goods. Walk into a store and you'll see dozens of brands for every product. It feels like competition, like variety. But here's a dirty little secret. Most of those brands are owned by the same few companies. That fancy organic toothpaste, that cheap one in bulk, both might be owned by the same conglomerate. What you see as choice is often just rebranding. Different packaging, same factory, same boardroom. Why do they do it? Because perceived choice makes you feel in control, and people are more likely to buy when they feel in charge. But in reality, you're picking between illusions. It's not just what you buy, it's how you live. Think about the life path we're offered. Go to school, get a degree, find a job, get married, buy a house, have kids, retire. Sure, you can deviate. But every alternative, from van life to digital nomadism, has already been turned into a lifestyle brand. You're encouraged to be different, just not too different. Because even rebellion is profitable if you package it right. Social media influencers who preach freedom often selling online courses, coaching programs, or minimalist merchandise. We're sold a menu of lifestyles and told, pick one. But nobody asks if you want to order off the menu. This illusion isn't just annoying, it's damaging. The constant flood of options leads to something called decision fatigue. Your brain burns energy with every small decision, until it defaults to easy, familiar, or marketed choices. Think about how many choices you make before noon. What to wear, what to eat, what music to play, which texts to respond to, which emails to open, whether or not to check Instagram again. This relentless mental load has consequences. Anxiety, burnout, regret, indecision, and a growing sense of dissatisfaction, even after getting what you wanted. Even something as simple as picking a show to watch can turn into a stressor. And that stress, it adds up. Modern technology is supposed to simplify our lives, but in many cases, it's doing the opposite, by taking our decisions away from us. Spotify auto-generates your playlists. Netflix autoplays the next episode. Google predicts your searches. Your phone suggests replies. Convenient, Yes, but also dangerous. We become passive participants in our own lives, not choosing, but reacting. We stop asking, "What do I want?" Instead, we follow what's next in line. Over time, this erodes your agency, your ability to act intentionally. And without agency, your identity starts to blur. You become a consumer, not a creator of your life. This illusion extends even deeper into how we relate to others and to ourselves. Dating apps promise infinite choice, but the more you swipe, the more people feel disposable. It creates a paradox. Too many choices equals harder to commit. Fear of missing out equals constant restlessness. Surface-level filters equals shallow connections. And it doesn't stop there. Identity has become a marketplace. You can choose who you are: gender, politics, aesthetics, career. But much of this exploration happens within trends, within echo chambers, and within algorithms. You're encouraged to express yourself, but only in ways that can be monetized or categorized. So how do we break free? Not by rejecting all choices, but by choosing intentionally. Here's what you can do. 1. Set boundaries with choice. Limit what matters least. Free energy for what matters most. 2. Be aware of influence. Ask, do I really want this, or was I nudged into it? 3. Design defaults consciously. Create systems that support your values. Automate meaningful habits. 4. Reflect often. Journaling, silence, walking without headphones, they help you hear your own voice. 5. Stop chasing perfect. Good enough is often better than endlessly searching for the best. And most of all, remember that freedom doesn't come from endless options. It comes from clarity of purpose. The illusion fades the moment you start paying attention. Thanks for watching. If this video opened your eyes, hit the like button, and don't forget to choose to subscribe. Until next time, don't just make choices, make them count.